Another time, I came home, and my mother was sitting on the couch in a leopard print bathrobe, smoking along Parliament with her hair done up, watching Johnny Carson. And I sat down to watch with her. And she looked at me and she says, "Jeff, do you have any of that stuff in the house?" I said, "What kind of stuff are you looking for?" She says, "You know, marijuana, you got any in the house?" I said, "Yes, I do." "Why?" "I want to try it. I want to see what the big deal is." I said, "Yeah, I have some, but I don't want to give any to you." She said, "Well, why not?" Because I don't know how you're going to react. "Oh, don't be silly. What are you talking about?" I said, "No, it's different than drinking. You never know how someone's going to react the first time." She said, "Oh, are you kidding? I've been drinking for 25 years. I never had any problem with that." I said, "Well, I've seen people freak out." "Would you stop it? I'm not going to freak out. Would you please get the marijuana, Jeff?" So I was very reluctant to get it, but I got it. I started rolling it up. And my sister Maria was in high school. She came home, and my mom says, "Put it away." And she looked at her with her most serious motherly concern. "Maria, what would you think if your mother smoked marijuana?" And she said, "I don't care. Jeff, roll it up." So she started smoking it just like she was smoking her Parliaments. Of course, nothing happened. She looks at me, she says, "I knew this was stupid. I knew this was dumb. You kids, you sit in a circle, you smoke this stuff, you stare at each other. Why don't you just have a couple drinks and have some laughs? This is so stupid." I said, "Mom, you're not doing it right. You have to hold it in, then let it out." So she does it a couple times, and all of a sudden she goes, and starts laughing and bouncing on the couch, and her hair is going back and forth like Marge Simpson's hair. And she's laughing. She says, "This is what it's like? This is what smoking marijuana is like?" I said, "Yes, it's something like this, Mom." And she leans back and she gets a Parliament. And her eyes, her gray eyes are sinking back in her head. She says, "Jeff, I've never known that a cigarette could be so heavy. How can I lift it?" I said, "Mom, it's still just a cigarette." She says, "That's right. It's the stuff is doing it to me." "Yes, it is." And both me and my sister are looking at her. She says, "You know, I am so small, you could put me in your hand and walk me upstairs and just drop me on my pillow, couldn't you?" I said, "No, I can't, Mom. You're still 120 pounds. And she went, "That's right." So she would be going in and out of realizing she was high and then almost like having full body hallucinations. And she started laughing and laughing so much. I said, "Mom, you've got to quiet down. Dad's upstairs. He might hear you." And she goes, "Oh, no, that wouldn't be good. She was just like us. She was a teenager just like us. Oh, no, no, no." I said, "No, just calm down. He won't come down if you just don't make too much noise." "Okay, okay." So my brother Mike comes home. I go to the door. I said, "Mike, Mom's stoned." He goes, "What? What are you talking about?" I said, "Yes, I know she's stoned." Oh, jeez. So Mike comes walking in. And my brother looks at him. "Hi, Mike. How are you?" My brother Mike says, "I'm fine, Mom. How are you?" "Oh, I couldn't be better. I'm kind of high." "Yes, I heard." She says, "Mike, where were you just now?" Mike said, "Well, I was up in Madison. I was seeing Peter Yarrow. You know, he's in Peter, Paul, and Mary. I saw this concert." And all of a sudden, my mother sat up on the couch. And she says, "I can see them. There's 3 of them. They're in clown costumes. They're walking across Main Street in a scene. It's Peter, Paul, and Mary. There they are. They're right in the middle of town. I can see them. And then she stopped and started laughing again. She was absolutely seeing this hallucination. And we looked at her and we thought, oh my God, she is really gone now. We started worrying. And she laid back on the couch. And we had these 2 plaster rooster lamps. They had been there for 25 years. They've been there so long nobody even saw them anymore. They were invisible. And my mother looked at one of them with a painted red eye. And she said, I've always loved these roosters. I really have. I've always wondered if one of those roosters could talk, what would it say to me? I said, Mom, it would say, you are very gone tonight. Yes, I think it would say that. Well, this went on for a couple hours, but she didn't get any crazier. She just laughed and laughed. It took another hour or so, and she started calming down. And she said, I think I'm going to go up to sleep, okay? So I led her to the stairs, and she started walking up, but she basically almost like floated up the stairs and went to sleep. And the next day, we were all in the living room, and I was wondering how she's going to react. Is she going to be groggy or paranoid? What kind of state of mind she'd be in? And I saw her coming down the stairs, nice high heels, nylons, red dress, makeup done perfectly, hair done up. And she gets down, and I said, how are you, Mom? She says, I feel really good. I really do. I feel good. I feel kind of ticklish inside, you know what I mean? Yeah, I do, Mom. I understand. But you know, what I'd really like, I'd like to hear some music. I'd like to hear some Patsy Cline. So I went over the stereo console, put on the greatest hits of Patsy Cline, and I put on I Fall to Pieces. And my mother just started dancing around the living room, kind of in slow motion, watching the snow falling. And my mom looked lighter that day. I mean, she wasn't light enough for me to carry her in my hand, but she was beautiful and at ease. And about as happy as I'd ever seen her, as she just kept singing, I Fall to Pieces.